So we've all heard it. Instagram's down, my views are down. Instagram's changing their algorithm in 2025. What else is there? How to grow on Instagram, how to start a YouTube page in 2025. TikTok, how to grow on TikTok. TikTok views are down. These are the top 10 things that you need to do to grow on Instagram. These are the top 4 things that you need to grow on TikTok. Start monetizing your content now, and this is how. These are the top 5 things that I did. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you to do all these things to give me and my socials more engagement. I don't know how many times you guys have heard that. I see it all over the place, all the time, everywhere I look. I mean, you could YouTube right now, and what you're going to see is your top suggested videos are going to probably be Instagram algorithm videos. Because you know why? I'm going to tell you here in a minute. But most importantly, if you think about it, those creators and those channels prey on your insecurities. It's the same exact way how a weight loss pill, how like Wegovy and all those other pills, because everybody wants a shortcut. Nobody wants to work for it. Everybody wants the fast pass trick, the fastest way to get to that point. And one of those things that you can't do easy is go to the gym and get ripped and lose a bunch of weight and get in shape, because you actually have to go and work for it. But with social media, it's easy to try to think that there's a secret sauce or a secret pill or an easier way to get the results that you think you deserve. And at the end of the day, it just boils down to make good fucking content that people want to share. But nobody wants to hear that, because in your head, you think, well, I am making the best content I can. Well, you know how saturated it is out there right now? Making content, Instagram, TikTok, all those other stuff. You got to have hooks. You got to have retention. You got to keep your click-through rates good. It's just so much shit that you got to worry about, and it's impossible to keep track of it all. So people just want the easy way to do it. Now, a lot of these channels or big accounts or these YouTube pages that, camera's getting heavy. These YouTube pages that make this type of content already had a big following to begin with. And what they did is once they got to a big point, got a huge following, they go, oh, well, now I have this big following. I look like an authority figure. So I'm going to switch my content plan and talk about how I did this. And these are the steps that I did. By the way, buy my course. It's probably in a bio somewhere. So to me, it's just shady, annoying stuff that we're all dealing with all the time. And at the end of the day, I mean, nobody really knows. Do any of these people fucking work at Instagram? Do they know anybody that works there? I mean, hell, Instagram doesn't even know what the hell's going on. Have you ever watched any of their interviews or reels with that dude? Hashtags don't work. Make sure you use hashtags. Only use 5. Maybe now you should start using 10. If you want to grow, start posting photos. If you want to grow, start utilizing reels. None of it makes sense. Nobody knows. You either get lucky or you put in a lot of hard work year after year after year after year, and something happens. So what I'm going to say is, if that ever does happen to me, if I ever get to the point where I have a shit ton of followers, I have a huge YouTube channel, you will not ever see me making content like that. Because if you go back and look at my stuff, you're going to realize that I got to that point by just making videos and trying to make good content that people like. But we're going to get to that more. Starting Instagram and starting social media, things that have like actually worked for me is just the things that everybody else knows. Post consistently, make good content, try to keep people engaged, and just make content that like people want to share. Like, for example, on TikTok or Instagram, you could have the best video possible that you think that you made, and if none of your followers share it, it's dead in the water. If nobody engages with it, it's done. So that's like the first barrier you have to get through it, is just making content that people want to share. That's like really all. And I don't understand, like, unless I'm super ignorant to everything and I don't know the secret sauce, and I'm just an idiot and everybody else knows the secret and I don't. If you didn't make content people didn't want to share and engage with, then it's not going to work no matter what. The reason why you see these big creators making that content is because people comment on it, people share it, people like it, people save it, people engage with it, because They are inadvertently telling you how to grow your social media by having you do tactics that help them grow. Like they are using you to make their pages grow and get an income. I mean, does that not click to anybody yet? Or does that not make any sense? For example, every one of those reels are, let's just specifically only talk about Instagram right now. Those reels where people are like, you're growing your Instagram wrong and I'm going to tell you how. Then you get 10 to 15 seconds of why it's important to do this or why it's important to do that before they even tell you what you are there for, because that makes you watch from that point on, which makes that video retention go up, which Instagram is like, oh, this video must be important. These people are watching it. And then you got that really long caption that you have to read through again, which keeps you on that reel longer. And then at the end, it's that call to action. If you want my program or if you want to know how I did this, just comment XYZ and I will give it to you in your DMs. So you're watching the long video, you're reading the long caption, and you're commenting. And when you comment, they have a bot or a software that when you comment a certain word, you get that DM. It's all automated. They make that content and those reels and they just walk away. And then you play the game. You're giving them views, you're giving them shares, you're giving them engagement, and you get whatever free information that they give you, to show value. But ultimately there's a course and some monetary value coming at some point tied into that. And all of those things that you did to get to that point is giving that content creator the advantage because they are telling you what to do to help their page grow. They are telling you what to do to give them engagement. It's like 3D chess almost. Because you think you're getting something, but you're not. But they're getting the best value. Because they're getting the retention, they're getting the followers, they're getting the shares, they're getting all that sweet engagement, which helps their following go up, which makes them look like more of an authoritative figure, so they can continue to do that. I don't know. It's just baffling to me, and I feel like this is something that not a lot of people talk about. I never see videos on this. I don't see anybody pointing out, be like, hey, you're making us do everything that helps your page. It's not helping us. But realistically, next time you're scrolling through Instagram or anywhere, just take a minute and just listen and look and see what's actually happening. Because if anybody did listen to this, if anybody truly knew the secret sauce to grow on social media, if anybody truly knew that there was a button you can switch, if it was really that fucking easy, guess what nobody would do? Tell anyone else. And that is a fact. Unless you kind of give away some secrets and package it to just know just enough and make you pay for it. It's still not going to work. Because you have to make content people want to share and people want to engage with. That's how it's going to work. Seriously. If somebody had the secret pill or the secret sauce, they wouldn't tell anybody. They'd keep that shit to themselves.